Yeah, it's been a busy afternoon for sure, and I think the big thing is we say it's Winter Storm Wednesday, but it's not wintry yet.
It's coming.
It is coming. Let's take a live look from 90 westbound in Elyria. The road's still wet, no issues so far. We're rolling right along. We'll be keeping an eye on the road conditions throughout the entirety of our show. But we've also just learned that Cleveland Metropolitan Schools will be remote tomorrow and Friday. So no snow days. You still have to report in remotely. We do have a full list of closures on WKYC.com. I've been hearing more and more schools moving to remote for the next 2 days.
Now, we've got team coverage for you on the impending storm, from preparing for power outages to getting stranded on the road. Not just on the road, but perhaps in an airplane on a runway somewhere as well.
Ouch.
We have got you covered.
And we have reporters who have come to town from sister stations across the country, helping to give updates for everybody on conditions in our viewing area and some of our sister stations here in Ohio.
Yeah, but first, Betsy, what's new with this storm track? When does it get here? How much is it bringing?
I'm going to let you take the desk.
I'm going to move this out.
And we're just going to keep on talking, everybody. Here's the top 3 things that are brand new. Number 1, all the standing water that we have right now will be freezing up overnight. We do have a risk of black ice, that cold air coming in, and it's going to freeze up the standing water. That is a big concern, especially bridges and overpasses first, but I think we have a lot of cold ground, and that's going to be an issue. The changeover is still expected to happen late evening into the overnight. The timing gets stretched out a little bit. The farther south you go, we'll talk about that. And beware the second wave. That's going to be the new thing, because tomorrow afternoon and evening, this part of the storm system will be coming north, and that's the one that is going to spread the fluffy snow our way. And while it may sound cute and unicorns and rainbows, believe me, it is going to pack a punch tomorrow. Meanwhile, we have a lot of rain that is moving through northern Ohio right now, but we have a new winter storm warning for the entire state of Ohio. So now all of us are in this winter storm warning. It will continue until Friday morning. The rain is coming down. We have had periods of heavy rain, so that is lending to issues with standing water. I'm not worried about river flooding, but I am concerned about all the standing water that is around. We're still right around 40 degrees, but look at Port Clinton. They're now at 34. And if we take a quick peek at Toledo, it's on. Toledo is already in very sloppy snow, wet conditions that have just changed over. We are hearing about black ice reports in Toledo, which is why we're putting black ice in our forecast for especially near shore areas as this cold front comes through. Still just wet roads here in Cleveland as the commute goes on. The wind is going to be more of a factor tomorrow than it is today. I want to show you these changeover times. This is when we go from rain, which is in the greens, to the mix in the pinks, to the snow later on, which is in the blue. Sandusky will go first, so you can kind of see we go from sleet to snow early evening, and then the rain to mix to snow changeover goes later and later the farther south you go. And ultimately, even for Canton, New Philadelphia, Dover, you folks may not make that change until we get into the early morning tomorrow. We've made some adjustments to the totals. Now, before you freak out about this, here's the deal. That next wave tomorrow is going to really be the determining factor for how much we get. We know we're not going to get a ton tonight. These are totals by Friday morning. We're still looking at 8 to 11 inches throughout most of the area. We've moved it south. That now includes Akron over to Worcester and Mansfield. We'll see a mix of snow and sleet accumulating for Canton down into Millersburg, and there could be a coating of ice far southern areas, Tuscarawas, Carroll counties, with a bit of snow on top of that. All of this will be adjusting in the next 24 hours. I guarantee it. So it's just basically an idea to help you plan. This is a pretty hard punch of snow coming our way. Jay?